you're prepared to break the silence, I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
Hey all, and welcome back to Turf Moorhouse TV. How have you all been? Hope you've had a fantastic day. And in recent minutes, times of day or whatever, I've been swimming with the kids. Obviously, it's the 6-week holidays. So I took them swimming. I came out, found out we're signing the Brazilian right back. I mean, close to a Brazilian you see around Burnley is pretty much when one of the local backs is showing a little bit too much, shall we say. But other than that, obviously, it looks like McNeil could potentially be off to Everton as well. I don't understand it. First Tarkowski, now Dwight McNeil. Why? Why would you join a club that was pretty much in the mire with us last season? Deary me, deary me. However, we are here. We are here to look through. Pardon me. I smashed the McDonald's before I came home, and I had to smash it quick. Otherwise, this wouldn't have started on time. However, if you are here, we are here to, obviously, as you saw just prior to the intro, we are here to discuss the Championship home kits. And today is a little bit different. Last year, I sort of just rated them, give them a, 8 out of 10. This time, you're going to get a straight up answer. It's either lit or it's shit. It's one of them. It's one or the other. So, yeah, sit tight. It's going to be interesting. There's only one team who hasn't released a home kit this season so far. In fact, they haven't released any kit so far, and that is Sheffield United. So, Sheffield United, I'm sorry, I'm calling it now. You get an instant shit for that. There's nothing lit about that. The only thing that was lit was the England women's at Bramall Lane. Other than that, there's been nothing else. So, yeah, you get an instant shit mark for that. Instant shit mark, crossed off. Try harder. Let's have a look at a couple of your comments before we get started. Simon Morgan starts us off. He says, by far, Huddersfield Town have the best shirts in the league this time around. Slightly biased, but interesting what you have to say. Sit tight. I will be going through them. Chris is in as well. He says, big up Dan and Kate. Show this guy some support and sub if you haven't already. I'm showing my support by coming down to third class to check on him. Near, far, wherever you are, I'm going to make sure that I avoid it. And believe me, your heart will be having palpitations if I come close to you, Christopher. I'm telling you that now. The missus is in. She says, hey, gorgeous, how you doing? Big Ryan's in. Ryan will be joining us at 8 o'clock as well. So do obviously sit tight as well, because our first match preview of the season is back as well at 8. So not long after this, and Ryan will be with us to dissect Huddersfield as well. So do appreciate Ryan coming in. Everyone saying hello. For you two says good evening to your good self. Chris said Dan's had a Brazilian. Mark says Everton cheats so much in debt. Exactly, that even the deals aren't even that well structured. True Red says next will be Maxwell Cornet. Well, he's linked with West Ham, isn't he? So we'll see with that one. I'm surprised Cornet has not gone yet, but if he stays, that's massive. I don't think he will, and I don't think he's fit for this weekend, to be honest, from what company has come out with. Dan Max says, I'm very much looking forward to the new home kit. I need it more than my next breath. It's a quality kit. It is a quality kit. Kate says, are you embarrassed, Chris? Ryan says, I wonder what you're going to say about the Huddersfield kit. It's Is lit a Burnley phrase? It's down with the kids, Chris. Lit means it's like it's the shit. It's like a must-have. And then obviously the shit side of it means Kit says hi to Ryan. So it's fine. Claret Zone's in and says, hi, hope you are well. The Claret family is in the hizzles. Love it. Love it. People just having their comments. And Mark says, can you just say a big up to Ruby and Tilly, please? So hi, Ruby. Hi, Tilly. Hope you are well. And up the Clarets. Come on. Up the Clarets. We're gonna get promoted this season in that beautiful kit. Let's hope so. Kit says too many people interact with Daniel via podcast. That is true. She has got a point. Right. First and foremost, I must ask you all a favour. Please do drop a like on this video. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do. Hit that notification bell as well, and you'll be notified when we next go live, which, as I say, is at 8 o'clock with Ryan. So please do tune in at 8 as well. But we are on other social media platforms, and this is where you can find us. So I'll just go through the last few comments before we get into the video. As I say, do obviously, I don't even know what's happening there. True Red says, also Josh Brownhill could still go to West Ham. Well, he's actually come out and said his desire is to get Burnley back to the Premier League. Whether that's one of those things he's just had to say because it's in an interview, we will see. Time will tell. But I think he's got scope to potentially be vice captain. And the fact that he's playing in a more attacking role this season, who knows? We will see. Clarazone says UTC, 100% correct. Friday, can't wait for that. Mark Zini says, evening, legend. Evening to yourself. From one legend to another. Mark Green is in the house. Chat's going off. Mark says, cheers, mate. And then he says, you have gone. I have not gone. We are still here. Don't you worry about it. We are still here. And Mason says, evening, Dan. Hope you are well, Mason. Hope you are well indeed. And Mark says, cheers, mate, for the shout out. Kit says, I remember future, I promise. Simon says, Huddersfield Town have hands down the best shirts in the league this season again. Dan Mack says, loads of comment, come on. I've heard that Blackburn have 0 points so far. Hopefully same at the end of the season. Hopefully. Right, let's get into the main bit then. Let's get into the kits. So we will start from the beginning and work our way to the bottom. So let's start off with Birmingham. Now, Birmingham have gone for a bit of a different kit this season. Most kits, as you can see, when you get a team that's sort of playing one solid colour, like Birmingham doing like a solid blue, they have the hint of white in there as they do from the cuff and the collar, but they've got it underneath as well, and they've sort of gone with a strap motion along the shirt, as we can see here in this better picture. So I quite like the look of it. It's quite simplistic. They've had the same sponsor, I believe, for a good handful of seasons now. I mean, I've predicted Birmingham to get relegated, but I don't think it's a bad kit. For a blue and white kit, it's not bad. I'll give them that. What's happening here? Why is this going funny? Kit says, can we just speak about Dash, going to the Royal Dash today? Can't believe we missed it and they kept it quiet. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Absolute sacrilege. Jack says, Sky Blue or me? Can't tell if it's striped or creased. Probably a bit of both. As I say, these comments are coming in thick and fast. I do agree with that, Ryan. They should not be promoting betting. Betting companies and alcohol sponsors. Bit of a touchy subject, especially from a Burnley point of view. So, let me get some coke. Let me breathe. Whew. But yeah, it is quite, as Kate says there, it's quite a simple kit. And can't really complain too much. I'm going to say I'm going to put that one in the lit category. I think I'm going to put that one in the lit category because there's not much wrong with it. The only thing that's going to be wrong with it is the players that wear it. And for me, I think Birmingham will get relegated. Moving on to the next one, I'd rather move past it, but sorry if people get offended by that noise. It's up there with the word moist for some people doing that, but I can't even look at the screen. Disgusting, isn't it? Disgusting. No offence to you, Huddersfield Town. I know you play in blue and white, but I mean, you at least play in stripes. That, however, I can feel a full chicken nugget on its way back up. Disgraceful, disgusting, totally wicked. Totally wicked is exactly what that shirt is. It's not wicked in a good sense either. It's wicked in a negative sense, like you've just been poisoned with a red apple. But yeah, obviously the Burnley Blackburn Rovers banter aside, I think there's not much really you can change with Blackburn's kit. It's the only thing they've really changed in a couple of seasons is they keep changing the shade of blue, and you'd like to think that with if you're a solid colour, blue and white, that there's a certain shade of blue you constantly use. They've gone pretty much like Coventry blue at one point, and now they've gone like ridiculously dark blue. That mixed with a red as well, it looks all out of kilter. I mean, Macron aren't usually that bad with kits, but this is a bit. I mean, as people are saying, I agree with Simon. Absolute sick emojis. It's awful. Ryan says it's awful as well. What's the collar about? Claret Zone says the same. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. The missus even says, horrible collar, dislike the sponsor on the front, shit badges. Yes. See, guys, now you know why I'm with her. Absolute speaks the truth for once. Apart from when she says I'm an arsehole and I'm in the wrong. She says, someone thinks it's totally wicked at least. Yeah, somebody has to. And as Dan Mack says there, Blackburn sponsor up in smoke. So, yeah, for me, I don't care. It's Blackburn. This is straight on the shit list. It could be an absolute stormer of a kit, but this is shit. True Red even says the sponsor doesn't suit that Blackburn kit at all. And I think the only reason Totally Wicked are on there is because they sponsored them, I believe, the second half of last season because they had a mess up with their sponsor halfway through the season last year. So, yeah, disgusting, disgraceful, not for me. Birmingham lit, Rovers shit. Moving on to another team beginning with B, and we've got Blackpool. Now, this is one of those kits with a design that could sort of split opinions. So I understand if people will like it in the chat, if people will dislike it. I quite like it. I quite like that. Although it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. It's almost got like that sort of jumper pattern that you like a granddad would wear, or something you'd wear to golf. Something you'd wear to play golf in or something. That sort of like checkered pattern. However, the fact that it's so blended in, I kind of like it. Not so much that I wear it, but I do think it's not too bad. True Red says out of place and all. I'm guessing that's to the Blackburn shirt or maybe this one. Kate says I'm not an orange type of girl, haha, but I actually don't mind this. Ryan says I like this kit actually. And Kate says I wish it was a different colour. I think it would look better. Simon says it's okay, but don't like it if that makes sense. It's an ugly Christmas shot. Yeah, exactly. It's got that sort of pattern on it, hasn't it? Dan Mack says Wolves reject kit. Yeah, fair shout. Actually, I'll give you that. Jack says not bad kit. That. See, I'm with you, Jack. I sort of kind of like it a little bit, but I wouldn't wear it. But I kind of like the look of it. And Brian says there, checker design I do like. So for me, as I say, this it's all about opinion. You let us know what you think. But for me, I quite like the look of this kit. I like what they've done. Again, they've not gone for an arsehole sponsor that's just trying to make money with putting betting sponsors. We all know how kids want to wear kits adorned by the idols that they love and watch on a week during the week. So I like the look of it, and they've gone for Utilita, who sponsored one of Burnley stands last season, which ain't too bad. Whether they keep that, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm going to put that one in the lit category. So we've got a lit shit and a lit. And swiftly moving on to the next one. Bristol City. It screams retro vibes for me. The collar, I kind of like it. Let's have a closer look. This is the best one I could find. I could not find one of it on its own. But yeah, I quite like that. True Red says, love that design with the shade of tangerine. Looks nice. Clark Zone said it was better than Blackburn's. Anything's better than Blackburn's. Geez, that says it all. Kate says that's who I have for gas and electric. So yeah, at least we know of all gas and electric companies, they're not going to go to shit at some point. Well, you never know. Never say never. And Ryan says same sponsor as Town. So can't complain at that. I mean, what do you guys think of Bristol City's kit? Let us know. I like the colour on it personally. I think, to be honest, that the sponsor badge should have been white as well. I don't understand why that's red. If anything, that for me, that lets it down a little bit. I do like the look of it, though. As I say, it's got sort of a retro vibe to it. Kate says the same, to be honest. Very retro, like the red. Not 100% sure. That yeah, it's a split one, this one, because I like aspects of the shirt. I like sort of the way the shirt looks, but I don't know. It's that sponsor logo. If that were white, I think it would have looked a bit better. Ryan says, I mean, this is okay, but it's more of a polo shirt than a footy shirt. Totally understandable. Anthony says, what a lovely kit. I wondered if he'd be in. The Arsenal, Southampton and Bristol City fan is in. You're looking forward to losing in that kit most weeks this season then, Anthony, I guess. Either way. As I say, I don't mind it. Dan Mack says, I'm split on liking and not. It's hard. Don't like the collar. This is a tough one to call for whether I think it's lit or shit. As I say, I like the look of the shirt. Jack says, reminds me of Rotherham, no from me. And True Red says, never liked football kits with a collar, but the sponsor suits it quite well. Yeah, the sponsor does. I think it's the kit supplier badge for me being in red. I think that's just a bit weird. Simon says, bit plain, but it's okay. You know what? I'm going to stick it in the shit one. No offense, Anthony. It's just that if I'm going to sit here and go, oh, I don't know, then for me, I should put it in the shit one. Because it doesn't mean I don't dislike it. It's just I don't think it's, great. So, I'll put it in the shit one, but it only just is at the cusp of the shit barrier, shall we say. Anthony says, no, lovely kit. My stepson works for Hubu. I get money off tickets. Whee! Of course, the bloody... Just dip your hand in your pocket. Pay for a full ticket, man. I'm only joking. If it saves you money on tickets, then, that means you've got to get pants in. You've got to get around in. And he says, reminds me of the Arsenal kit. Oh, well, you're definitely losing in it then next season. Be many games bottled. Speaking of another team beginning with B, there's lots of teams beginning with B in the Championship next season, and it's these wonderful specimens. What a shirt! I'm sorry, and I know this is going to sound really like, oh my God, of course you're going to love your own shirt, but no, there has been some Burnley home shirts I've been a bit like, not overly keen on that. I need to see it in person, face to face, see what it looks like. But I love the retro look of this. I love the fact that we have ditched these regular sponsors we've had betting companies we've had. We've escaped from that. And I'm so happy that we have. Claret Zone says it there. The most beautiful. It is the beautiful. It is the best. I really do like it. Simon says it's like West Ham shirt, that, to be honest. But I do like it. And Ryan says, yeah, this is a nice shirt and I do like it. It's a unique design. Again, it's another design that goes back to history. I mean, they've took the design from a shirt that was worn in the 91-93 season. And I was born in 91. So, it's sort of an ode to the year I was born. It's written in the stars for me. I do like it. I like the collar on it as well. I like the fact that we've got the name of the club written on the back. I think it's pretty cool. Obviously, there's no away kit been released yet or third kit, but I think this will be the kit that we wear, obviously, come Friday. So should be good. Anthony said, load of bollocks. Dan says, I'm in love. It's supporting a business that needs it too. I agree. And Nash says, it looks like Tetris. Fair play. As I say, it's all about opinions. Ryan says, I wasn't even born then, so this is a new design I haven't seen. Oh, get that in, you youngsters. You youngsters, just kick us when we're down. But yeah, I think it's absolutely fantastic shirt. And I like the look of it there. As I say, you can see it in all its full entirety. The sleeves do look a little bit darker in that shot, but they're not. It is a lighter blue. So yeah, I do like it. Anyway, I'm not going to ogle over that Burnley kit for long, I swear. Just another 10 minutes, please. Just sit and admire it. No, I'm all joking. Playing with you. True Red says, Minecraft vibes from the design. Sleeves don't suit it. However, the sponsor is unique in itself because it's not related to alcohol or betting, 100%. Simon says, I remember that, to be honest. It was a good kit. I liked that kit. Fortunately, it was just a shame it was used during the Jimmy Mullen days. Although we did have some success with Jimmy Mullen, I suppose. Okay, it says, I love the Burnley kit. My favourite so far, and it's so different to the usual. James is in as well. Don't even ask me about McNeil. He's obviously off to you guys on a 5-year contract. Just look after him like you're going to look after Keane, like you're going to look after Tarkowski. You're going to be like Newcastle soon. You're going to be Newcastle or Burnley B. Everton are going to be Burnley C. We're Man City B at the minute. So, swings and roundabouts. But hope you're well, James, nonetheless. And Ryan says evening to James as well. Moving on, and we've got Cardiff. Now, again, Cardiff shirt isn't very dissimilar from the Birmingham shirt. They've been sponsored by Malaysia for a long time, which I think it's to do, obviously, with their owners. Talks in the chat as well. It says, evening, Dan. Hope you're well, Talk. Hope you're well. Does a fantastic channel, Football versus Cancer. Please do go check that out. It's a charity channel. Does brilliant stuff. Please, I highly advise it. We've all had someone in the family who's had cancer. Whether they passed or beat it or not, please do support Talk in the work that he does. Kate says, Ryan, rubbing it in. He wasn't even born. I know. Makes us sound so old. Nash says, boring shirt. Is that to the Burnley shirt or to the Cardiff one? Because to be honest, I can agree if you're making it to the Cardiff one. He says, thanks, bro. Not a problem. James says, most Everton fans are underwhelmed on McNeil, but I'm hopeful. Got to give the lad a chance. Fingers crossed he's all right. But as I've said a few times, 2 good games in 15 is what you get. And that's if his head's on it. But we'll see. Playing for Lampard may be different. Okay, it's a similar colours throughout this video so far on the shirts. Yeah, it is. And Nash says this one. So, yeah, I agree. I do agree with you. Simon says, why didn't they keep the same shirt as last year, Cardiff? God knows. I just think there's nothing to this. New Balance kits are awful. Even Ryan says this Cardiff one is boring. It's a no from me. True Red says too plain. Dan Max says looks inspired from Leicester, but I do like the look, to be honest. It's just too plain for me. very, very simplistic. There's not much you can do with Cardiff's home shirt. Average, I'd say. Jack says boring. Kate says, Ryan, we're your 2000s kids because we left primary in 2001. I let that one fly away and they can have that chat. But yeah, this is going in the shit category for me. I don't like it. I just think it's very, very basic. Coventry. Now, I'm going to hold my hand up and say I've upset a few Coventry fans with my prediction of where they'll finish. They all atted me. They all told me, I was wrong. And I look forward to them proving that this season. As I say, I like this kit. When it was announced, I think it was one of the first championship kits to be announced. The keeper kit, I absolutely love, to be fair. I do love that keeper shirt. Kit says it's fair, simple, like the other royal blue ones. Jack says, now we're talking. Simon says, old Man City shirt this, to be honest, but kind of like it. I do like it. I like the look of it. Let's have a look at it in its full entirety as well. It's strange because we don't see many kits as well these days where the badge is sort of centre. It's always sort of off to the left. But I quite like it. I do quite like it. There's something about it. I do quite like it. I just can't put my finger on it. James says, I like Coventry's kit. Nash says, it looks like you gave a 5-year-old to make it. Interesting. I can understand with the I can't get my words out. Scribbles on the inside. Ryan says, another promotion of betting. Yeah, that's the only downfall of it. Don't really like this one. The stripe just looks like it shouldn't be there. Fair shout. Jack says, retro vibes from Hummel again. Definitely. Dan Mac says, looks good. I'll be honest, but looks like a Burnley College 6-a-side strip made. Oh, God. Do you remember those? Probably about 10 times too big. You have to tuck it in. And Kate says, I like the shirt and I like the pattern, but not sure about the white bits. Make sure you always tan your white bits, people. Come on. It's obvious. We all know what you got to do. Jack says, stained glass windows of Coventry Cathedral anniversary. Yes, I was just about to say it's an ode to the cathedral, which some of the shirts do have a bit of an ode to certain retro moments of their lives. And Kate says there, instead of the white lines, they should have given it a neat thin black line, I think. Interesting. But yeah, I like it. This one's going to get a lip from me. Now, half of you in the chat will be interested in this one. Told Tuddersfield. Again, as Ryan said earlier, Utilita, who were the sponsors of Blackpool's home shirt, they're going to be also the sponsors of Huddersfield. See, I like that compared to the Blackburn kit. I like how it's a bit simplistic with the red at the end of the collar. That's all right. It's manageable. The Blackburn shirt had too much red going on for it for me. I just think if it's blue, there's only one thing I'd sort of change on that. Sorry, I just seen Ryan's comment. True Red says, badge totally out of place. Don't like the stripes going through the sponsor either. And sponsor is too high up. So it's a nipple itcher, isn't it? The nipple itcher. Huddersfield Town Fan TV. Ryan says, absolutely beautiful. 10 out of 10. It's a yes from me. I obviously talk about me, not the shirt. Jokes aside. I quite like it. I just think it's one of those shirts where you can't really do much with it. Unless you sort of made the straps more thicker or sort of just one strap. It's strange. Simon loves it. Hot. Kate says, I don't mind, but it's not my favourite. Dan Mac says, oh, interesting strip. Takes me back. Wigan. Well, Wigan have changed it up, which we'll get to them shortly as well. And James says, not sure with the red collar, but it's not too bad is the kit. I agree. And Sam says, best home shirt we've ever had. Well, if that's coming from a Huddersfield fan, then that's fair enough. Obviously, let's have a closer look at it. There's not much red going on with it. As I say, it's more to bring in the red on the sponsor and on the Umbro logo. I like it. You know what? I'm going to give it a lit. I'm going to give it a lit. And I'm not here. I will upset people in the chat. I don't care if I think it's shit. I'll tell you it's shit. I think it's shit. But I need that Coke. McDonald's, by the way. Don't worry. But yeah, I'll give it a lit. I'll give it a lit. Nash says Chelsea in here. Chelsea in here. I doubt it. Is Chelsea going to be shown? No, Chelsea's not going to be shown. I will be doing a Premier League one at some point, maybe next week. But we are just doing the home shirts and potentially the away shirts if more get released before maybe Friday. Don't know yet. We will see. Simon says this one and Burnley second in that order. You'll do for me, Simon. 100% you'll do for me. And the True Red says Huddersfield, by the way, even though when they're still raw and crying is decent, struggle with the sponsor at the moment with the colours. Well, let's stick with a team beginning with H and let's go for Hull. Again, it's another shirt you can't really do much with, although I do feel they've changed it up a little bit. It's sort of they've added the white lines in between. Obviously, this is a new, as it says just off. It's a new era for Hull. They are sort of they've been bought out, haven't they? And spending money willy-nilly, to be honest. So it's going to be interesting to see how they get on next season. I don't know whether I like it or not. I really don't. There's a lot of shirts this season I'm seeing. I mean, I just go back to, the Huddersfield one. Got big white ends on the cuffs. The Burnley one, big claret cuffs there. It seems that to have a retro look or something, you've got to sort of have these big cuffs on the end of the shirts. I don't know. Mason says Birmingham have just released their away kit. Decent. As I say, Sheffield United haven't released anything. True Red, we read that. Ryan says, I do like this one. Looks better than last season's shirt for them. Kate says she actually likes this one. So interesting. It's hard to like anything from Hull. The place is a shithole. But I quite like the kit. I'm gonna give it a lit. I'll give it a lit. It's not too bad. Dan Mack says, doesn't look like they've changed it much apart from the white line. And to be honest, I thought it said sponsored by condoms, but it's a no. It doesn't like it. Nash says, I like this. It's just clean. It is. And Kate says to Nash there, I thought the same. So yeah, I'll give that one a lit. Moving on then, Luton, they wore their kit for the first time when they played West Ham in a pre-season friendly, which they drew 1-1. It's a strange one. I'm sure they used to play in white. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I'm sure their home kits always used to be white. And now they've sort of gone, I know this season they've gone white away kit and pure orange for the home shirt. This is the closest I could get to it, sort of being like, I do like the design. Again, it's, big cuffs on the end with the black cuffs. It's a very bold kit, a very, very bold kit. True Red says banging kit, love with the black and orange. Only thing I change is bring the sponsor down slightly so it's more central. Kit says every time you say you're going to give it a lit, I keep thinking you're saying you're going to give it a lick. Interesting. Simon says it's okay. Hull one and Luton one is awful. A few people are saying awful as well. Ryan said yes, they used to play in white. Kate says ew. Simon says always be orange to me. And Nash says no. And Kate says the pattern makes no sense to me. I mean, it adds that white bit to it. I don't know. I quite like it, and I don't. It's I'm going to give it a shit. It's going in the shit pile. Sorry, it's going in the shit pile. Moving swiftly on then. As I say, we all have again at 8, so we'll have to get through these as quick as possible. Middlesbrough, obviously, they showed us a kit there. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think is that Ravanelli? Is that Ravanelli that's modelling that? Their former player. Exactly, Simon. Exactly. Dirty mind on that one. Nash says sponsor just out of place. Yeah, I suppose. Demot says it's very strange. I'll be honest, but looks like they've sorted it around the teammate's newborn heartbeat. But I like it. True Red says always been in orange of Luton. Design at the moment is not working with me at the moment. Fair shout. James isn't keen on Luton's kit, to be honest. And Simon says, to be honest, the Luton one looks like Dundee United. Actually, yeah, now that you mention it, yes, it does. I don't like this Borough kit. I actually don't like it. I don't understand it. The white doesn't match up for me. It sort of comes round underneath. It's a bit weird. Again, promoting betting company. Burnley have had Aria as a sponsor before, a kit supplier, sorry. Nah, I don't like the Borough kit at all. If anything, I think it's probably one of my worst ones, I'd say. Simon said, yeah, it's a throwback to when they moved into the BT stadium. So, yeah, totally agree. Phil's in. He says, evening, Dan. Evening to yourself, Phil. Hope you're well. And Dan says, Middlesbrough kit looks like the kit man wanted a photo. Kate says, that's horrible. And James says, again, average for Borough's kit. Not much you can do with it. So, yeah, that one's going to get a shit as well. On to Millwall. Sponsored by Husky Chocolate for a few seasons. Again, Millwall's a kit. There's not much you can do. Not even going to really... I'm going to try and zoom for a few of these. The pattern's a bit different. They've got a bit of a pattern in. Obviously, they've got a lion in there, sort of roaring in the background of it, as they are sort of do have a lion in the badge. Ryan says, don't like it. I'm guessing that's the Middlesbrough kit. True Red says, not for me. That white stripe going from the collar looks awful. I'm guessing, again, that goes to the Borough shirt. But, yeah, I don't know. I sort of like the design a little bit. But, yeah, I'm going to stick this. This is another one I'm going to stick in the shit pile. I'm sorry. I don't know. I do like it, though. I think that shirt would be really smart if it didn't have the gigantic sponsor on it. Take the sponsor off that and you've got a really nice shirt. Nash says, that's nice. Kit says, I really like this one, like the colour too. I don't know whether that came up or not. Yeah, it did now. Ryan says, I like it. Nash loves it. Simon says, not a mad shirt for Millwall this year, to be honest. I'm guessing you meant bad, but yeah, totally agree. Phil says, like Millwall top. If you take that sponsor off it, then it gets a lit. With the sponsor, shit. So I've got cases for both. And Dan Matt says it's not right. Millwall's kit after the money they got. Well, True Red said best one so far. Love that design of the lion on the kit. Suits it well. Well, I think this one's a decent kit because I like the retro look to it. So Norwich City, I like how retro this shirt looks. It does look like an ode to the olden times. Maybe a time where they weren't yo-yoing through the divisions, but we will see. Phil says, defo spoilt by the sponsor in terms of the Millwall shirt. I agree. But yeah, I quite like this Norwich shirt. I think it's really nice. I like the collar. I like the look of it. The little pinstripes. I actually, apart from Burnley, I do think that this is quite high up there on the kits. I do like this one. Simon's definitely not a fan. He says it's the badge. Yeah, the badge does ruin it, I suppose. Kate says, not usually a yellow fan, but this isn't too bad with it being broken up by the thin green lines. Ryan says it is nice, this one. And the black on the with the sponsors and stuff. Yeah, I agree. Nash has always been shit, green and yellow, never. And then Phil says, lit that, mate. Second, third best shirt. And Dan Mac says, I actually like Norwich kit. It looks very professional. So, yeah, I like that. That's going in the lit pile. Now we're on to P. N. E. So, Preston have released one. Again, Preston's kits don't really change. They wear white. Simple as. It's simple. There's not much that can change apart from sticking a bit of, they call the lily whites. There's not much you can change about it. I think it's blank. It's basically a blank canvas, isn't it, with a dark colour? So, for that reason, if this was Dragon's Den, I'm sorry, but I'm out. It's too simple. It's too simple. Even if you just put some dark on maybe under the arms, maybe like a patch under the arms or on the cuffs of the shoulder, maybe not cuffs of the shoulder, cuffs of the arms. Yeah, it's too bland. It's too bland. So this goes in the shit pile. Nash says too simple. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. Fair shout. Case is very bland. I like the collar. And Simon says it's a massive no. As soon as you have Sprag ball, it's a no. That's a good point. That is a good point. Moving on then, and former Claret Jimmy Dunn here alongside Elias Chair and Albert Adoma, showing us the new QPR kits. So look what people are saying about that Preston kit, just following up. That kit doesn't quite come up to par, no pun intended. Whee! True Red says, blank as hell, just move on right now, I say. And yeah, James says, just bland Preston's kit. Totally is. Nash says, it's okay, the QPR kit. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Again, it looks a little bit retro. I think they've gone back to the old badge as well, sort of just all white, circular in there. Sponsors not too big, not too in your face. I quite like it. Nash says, looks like a Sunday League kit. I do. Well, I'm only good enough for Sunday League, and even then I weren't good enough. So yeah, I'd wear it. Simon says, is it Reading? Oh wait, sorry, QPR again. And Kate says the straps. Where has it gone? The straps don't look right to me, especially the first line with the black and white. Nah. Ryan says it's okay. Simon says not too shabby, though, to be honest. Moving on, then I'm gonna put that one in the lit one for me. I quite like that. Reading's kit, funnily enough, Reading's kit. Let's get a closer look at it because it doesn't do it justice on that picture. Now you're probably looking at this thinking, "What the heck? Why is the orange in the sleeves?" And I understand there's orange in the badge, but it looks sort of out of place. Now there is a bit of, knowledge to this t-shirt, this football garment that they're going to wear this season. So the shirt has been made from 100% recycled bottles. It's completely recyclable as this t-shirt. And the orange bits of the shirt highlights climate change in Reading alone. For that reason, I think the fact that they've sort of thought about the future with this shirt, I get it. I get what they've done with that. But it's not entirely the kit itself. I'm like, I don't know. Dave's in, he says, doesn't matter kit we have, dude. We are Tim Potter's border animal on selling everyone. Bloody hell. Can always count on you to come in with some positivity, can't we? Phil says, don't like the orange. Dan Mac says it's a no. Sam says it's for charity or something. I think it's just for climate change and stuff. Nash says it's 50 Shades of Grey, but any colour. Talk says, love that shirt. Interesting. Simon says, but it's a no for me. Dan Mac says, I don't like Reading. May as well be sponsored by Tesla. Looks wrong. Ryan says, I like the uniqueness of the arms. Nice design. Great to think about the environment. It is good to think about the environment. For that, I do like. The shirt itself, I'm not too keen on. Kate says, I like the fact they've gone eco-friendly with it, but not sure about the straps. It's very different and really not me. Dave says, haha. Could enjoy it whilst reading my book, mate. And True Red says, sleeves just make me want to throw up from what you said, like they're turning into Forest Green Rovers. Yeah, eating salad leaves next. Yeah, I'm gonna. I understand what they've done, and I give them credit for that. But yeah, other than that, it's that's going for a shit for me. Going to go through these a little bit quicker now. So if your comments do come through and I don't put them up, I may just read them out so it's easier. I won't be able to read through everybody's as they come through, but I will try my best. I quite like this Rotherham kit. I like the white sleeves. It breaks it up from the red. I like the fact that they've got pictures of the the stadium in the background and memories and things like that. I do like it. I actually do like this shirt. Sam says we've seen this already. Yeah, with Bristol City. Ryan says, I like this one. Definitely very smart. I said I won't put the comments up and I just read them, but Phil says, I like this top. There's a bit Arsenal-esque that. Yeah, we've had that a few times. Okay, but could have done all red though. I don't know. I quite like the white sleeves. Quite like that. So yeah, I'm going to give that one. I'm going to put that one in the lit. I quite like it. Stoke. Now they've gone for a bit of a different design in the stripes. They've made it a little bit different. We're going to have 2 striped kits back to back actually. So yeah, this is the Stoke shirt, Bet365 as expected. The name of the stadium. Again, as I say, Macron have some wacky designs. That picture doesn't do it justice for me. That picture makes it look a bit shit, but when it's adorned on the player, I think it looks a million times better, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. True Red says, design is banging. It gives you that feel about the history of the club. Dave says, wow, Stokes is lovely. Yeah, I agree. I really like Stokes. Simon says, different. I like it. Ryan says, a unique design. I do like it. Dan Matt says, it's very nice. I hate myself saying that, looking like Arsenal. Phil says, best championship top for him. Kit says, not feeling this one either. Stripe just random stops whilst the middle one goes straight up. Nash says, sponsor too big, Bet365. Yeah, it could be. It's like right over the nipples, isn't it? True Red says, Stoke, it's too wacky for me with the design. I quite like it. I like it. I understand where you're coming from. And I quite like the Stoke Players shadow shirt. Dave said, what's everyone said about ours? I'm loving ours, this and Huddersfield's. Yeah, absolute quality shirts, mate. Got a lot of comments for that Burnley shirt. Moving on then, Sunderland. They're sponsored by Burnley's last season. Sponsor Spreadex. As I say, I'm going to get through these a little bit faster. I know we've only got a couple more teams, but I'm just wary of time, and we are back live at 8 o'clock as well. So Sunderland, I like it. I just think I don't like the sleeves, though. I think the sleeves going in a different direction to the other bit. It's a bit like Atletico Madrid's kit this season, and even they think it's shit, their fan base. So, yeah, I'm going to go Sunderland's is shit. As I say, I'll read your comments out when I can, but yeah, I think that one's shit. Swansea, again, it screams retro. The collar's weird. The collar is weird. And again, it's just another plain white shirt, really, without the collar. So, yeah, I'm going to give that a bit of a shit as well. Sam says, same shirt, different sponsor with Sunderland. True, it said, looks like Brentford. Kit says, I like the sleeves. Mason says, a thing of beauty. Dave says, it's very Southampton 90s, Ali Dyer style. Yeah, only wear it once. Sam says, Preston's again. Nope, I agree. And Dammit says, I do like it, but I don't. It's the sleeves. Yeah, it's a bit weird. So yeah, I'm this again, the Swansea one. I like the badge. I like they've gone back to an old retro badge. Other than that, shit shirt. Watford, another one of the yo-yo clubs of the Premier League. Again, they've gone for a bit of a funky design in the shirt. I mean, it doesn't scream Hornets or anything. I don't know what it is. Multi-toned, two-tone, collar. The sleeves being red and black. Just stick them as one colour. Stick them as red, as one solid colour, black, and then maybe have a little red line trim at the end. For me, no. Again, this is going down as shit. Kate says, I think everything is laid out a bit weird on this one. Don't like the sponsor. Yeah, sponsor's massive. If we thought some of the other sponsors were huge, this one stakes a claim. You see what I did there? True Red says, shark collar again. Nah, also the sponsor. Damat says, Swansea. Looks like they need a compass to find the net. Nash says no. Again, Sam says massive sponsorship, but overall think it's different, but not for me. Kit says I don't mind. Not keen on the yellow hit. The sponsor, it's too big, as I said. And Dave says that's terrible. So yeah, that's shit. This one is one of my favourites, West Brom, and there is Daryl DK, obviously showcasing the West Brom shirt. I love the fact that they've gone to something retro again. I love when you bring a modern shirt into like with like a retro twist. So I really do like this shirt. It's just a shame they've got Steve Bruce as manager and potentially going to mess them all up. But we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. So yeah, I quite like this West Brom kit. I do like it. And they're still sponsored by Ideal Heating, which means when you take a trip to the Hawthorns next season, you will see some guy bouncing around the stadium dressed in a boiler suit. And when I say dressed in a boiler suit, I mean he's not going around fixing something. He's actually dressed as a boiler or a washing machine, an actual character. Strange, I know. Nash says, I like, but the green, why? Yeah, the green, I'm guessing you mean the green dot on the Ideal. Surely make it blue, wouldn't you? Dave says, Baggies is lovely. Simon says, take the sponsor out, will be proper old school and be nice. Dan Matt says, over. Kate says, I really like this. The colour is really nice with the white. Not showing the sponsor, but can take it. Simon says, West Brom are going down because of Bruce. You can do it, Bruce. Dave says the actual mascot is a boiler. Yeah, exactly. It's proper funny. Dan Matt says, I genuinely like the West Brom shirt. Like Burnley, very retro. It looks nice. Nice to see you, nice. Nash says, why, yes, she says. Nash is all over that. And the last one before we wrap it up, because obviously we are back in like 8 minutes time. It's Wigan. It's Wigan shirt, completely different to what they have usually. And I'm all for it. I am all for it. I do like it. So yeah, for me, this gets a solid lit. I'm not going to keep you much longer, as I say. I'm going to shoot, get ready, prepared for the next one, give myself about 2 minutes breathing space, go for a quick wee when we're back, and then obviously we'll be with Ryan to talk for the Huddersfield game. But yeah, I think the Wigan kit's not bad. You guys are saying, Nash says love. Truehead says like that shirt, but we'll change the green dot for a navy one. Like the ombre effect, Kate says. Sam says very different. I don't mind it. Ryan says I like this one, very unique and smart. Phil says like this one as well, not too bad. And as Nash said there again, love it. But yeah, there we are. There are the thoughts on the kit. I think that one's lit. And yeah, I think it's absolutely amazing. So, as I say, it is a bit of a rush because I am pushed for time. I have got 3 podcasts. I'm doing my own preview next. And then I am obviously doing another preview on a Huddersfield fans channel as well at 9:15. Oh, I'm breathed, Dan. I'm breathed. As I say, please do thank you everyone for getting involved in the chat. Thank you all of you for supporting the channel. We will be doing a 500 subscriber special that's only going to be live on YouTube potentially sometime next week. And that's going to be interesting. We're going to be doing a Q&A, but there is going to be a little twist. So it should be interesting. So do come along for that. As I say, we'll potentially be doing a watch along for the Huddersfield game on Friday as well. So give us a watch for that. However, I am curious of time and got to get in and get started. So I will see you guys real soon. Definitely real soon, literally in 5 more minutes. So take it easy. I can see all your comments. Thank you very much for everything. And yeah, as I say, I do believe, hopefully that, we're in agreement on some of the kits. See you guys in 5 minutes with another video. Get involved with the chat, and we'll get your comments up, as I say. For now, though, thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and we will see you soon. Take care.